years. His debut record, Infinite, was a failure. It barely sold 1,000 copies, and not even the smaller DJs from Detroit wanted to play it on the radio, let alone reaching an audience from outside his own local area. After grinding through the Detroit battle rap scene and making mixtapes since he was a teenager in the late 80s, 1996, 24-year-old Marshall was finally ready to make his debut album. The local indie label had saved up enough money to build their own studio and help him produce it, but Infinite failed miserably, and 9 years of work and passion went down the drain. Not only did it go largely unnoticed, but a lot of people who did listen to it thought it was weak. In 1996, being a white rapper was almost blasphemous. It's still pretty controversial today, but back then there was no G-Eazy, there was no Jack Harlow, there was no Wiki, there was no Eminem. Vanilla Ice was seen as a giant grifter and a scammer, and even well-liked groups like the Beastie Boys and House of Pain were considered novelty acts that were focused on blending hip-hop with rock and other genres, not actually making serious rap songs. So expectations for Eminem were pretty low, and the blandness of Infinite wasn't doing Marshall any favors. Adding to his problems, he had just discovered that the major label A&R who had been promising him a record deal was in fact an imposter working in the label building's mailroom sorting letters. Marshall thinks about his life. His daughter Haley is about to have her first birthday, and he only has $40 to his name. He can't even buy her a gift. On top of it all, it's the holiday season, and he just lost his job washing dishes at a restaurant a few days before Christmas. And then there's the evictions and the constant moving, one rundown neighborhood full of violence and drugs to the next. Marshall doesn't have a stable place to stay. In a lot of ways, he felt like a loser. He had failed at providing for his daughter, his relationship with his girlfriend Kim was suffering, his rap career was going nowhere, and he even messed up his suicide attempt. You know who didn't fail at their attempt though? The guy who introduced Marshall to hip-hop. His uncle Ronnie. He was the same age as Marshall, and one of the few people who truly cared for him, but he had kicked himself 5 years ago at age 19 while dealing with heartbreak over his ex-girlfriend. It sounds like a pretty crazy family. Maybe that was it. Crazy family with crazy genes. Maybe that's why Marshall was in this situation to begin with. So when young Marshall thinks about his family, all he can remember is generations of abuse, misery, and tragedy. Marshall's grandmother was abused by her mother. Marshall's mother was abused by one of her stepfathers. And Marshall, he was abused by his own mother. As for his father, Marshall never knew him. All he knew was that his father, Marshall Bruce Mathers II, named his son after himself and then abandoned him and his mother when he was a year old. At the same time, though, Marshall tried to keep going, at the very least because he had a little kid to take care of. Besides, life wasn't all bad. At least he still enjoyed rapping. It gave him a sense of purpose, something to be good at, people to be around, and a way to express his feelings. So Marshall just kept going as much as he could. Despite his house getting robbed, needing to move his family into a mobile home with his abusive mother to survive, despite getting fired and every other horrible thing that could possibly happen, music gave him a reason to keep pushing, even though that felt like a failure too. When Marshall rapped about his pain and struggles, people were on. When Marshall expressed his love for his family, especially his daughter.
Hope you guys are having a great morning.
Station.
I got my morning cup of coffee. Where you from? Hey, William, what's up?
The disappointment and rejection he felt after releasing Infinite culminated into more of a feeling of anger, and in a
Korea, huh?
That's
what's up.
That Marshall
I'm in Lansing, Michigan, USA.
Very suddenly and famously, he was just
what's up, Jason or Jackson?
He thought of the name Slim Shady.
What's poppin'?
A new alter ego that would empower him to stand up to his critics and overcome his lifelong struggles was born. As a child, he would draw sketches of comic book heroes that made him feel powerful, or
I have no idea what that even means. Ronaldo or Messi? I have no idea what that's even referring to. What's up, Scott? Hope you're having a great morning. Hope you're aligned with your purpose and out there living a great life. Jackson. Nice. My middle name is Jackson. You say English or Spanish? I'm English all day. English all day. Neymar or Vinny Jr. I have no idea who those people are.
A lot of it was because of the feedback I got. Motherfuckers was like, "You're a white boy, what the fuck are you rapping for? Why don't you go into rock and roll?" All that type of shit started pissing me off.
Slim Shady comes out of the gate rapping like a demon with nothing to lose. If life was miserable, he would fuck things up even more. Slim Shady would never suffer in silence. He'd make everyone else around him suffer too. The only rule was to make it funny. His friends found it hilarious and energetic. His
First one to
found
move
it
is gay.
horrifying. Life was still shitty, but at least his new material was fire.
Dog doesn't get it. First one to move is gay.
About a year after Marshall
I'll
almost died,
I'll just end the game for you here.
the Slim
I
Shady
moved.
EP was released, and this was at the same time as the 1997 Rap Olympics, a battle rap tournament in LA that Marshall spent on didn't have the travel to.
Man, I have this new song that I did.
Hostile, yet funny
I'm so
Slim Shady
excited. I
style
can't
did
wait
great,
for
and
you
he
guys to
placed
hear
second.
this.
The crowd went nuts.
It's gonna be ridiculous. Ace Mirrorman, for 15 days you will be featured. You will feature in your profile music in the hot hip hop artist category. Dope.
Records. This time, a real one. He approached Marshall and asked if he had any CDs or cassettes.
Some
Marshall,
soccer.
of course, gave him a copy of the EP.
I don't know where's soccer
Eventually
being
got
played.
into the hands of Dr. Dre.
I don't really watch sports anymore.
And who the fuck is that? Rewind. Play that again. Dre only wanted one thing: to meet Eminem immediately. And before long, they started working on a big album.
What's up, Free
Making
Fire?
a few songs from the EP, as well as making a bunch of
Roberto
brand new ones.
Gamer?
And so a little later, in the start of 1999, about 2
What you
years
playing?
after Marshall almost died, the Slim Shady LP was
What did I do?
released. Eminem,
Salvin, what I
Marshall
do?
Mathers, Slim Shady. Whoever he was, his
Man,
entire life was about
coffee
to go
is so
through a
good.
psychotic change. The Slim Shady LP changed the game. It was certified platinum within 2 months and even won Best Rap Album.
All right, I
of
got
the
some
Year at
beats.
the
I got some
Grammys.
beats to
Eminem
sample.
instantly became an A-list.
Producers
But
have
what
been
kind
loading
of
me
A-list?
up.
One of the reasons the album was
You
such a
love
huge
tea?
hit came from
What's up,
the
I am
novelty of
Bubbles?
white guy rapping. But that wasn't all.
Love
Eminem
the
also
tea.
happened to be ridiculously
What tea?
creative and fresh on
What am I
top.
watching?
Almost no
Right now I'm
magazines
watching
like
some
Eminem
YouTube
isn't
thing. I
trying
like
to
watching like
DMX or Tupac.
new
He's
YouTubers
trying to
pop
go
up.
He's also
Different
probably
videos they
the
make
only
about
person
artists just to get like
with low
perspectives
self-esteem.
on different
His
artists
rhyme
and what's
jaw
going on in the world of
verse
music.
is speaking a minimum
Oh, my
language,
t-shirt.
void of hope, flushed with rage,
On the
and
Curb,
sci-fi
on the
and
Curb
slasher.
Records. I work at the radio station on Fridays, and we have like artists come through, and they always come through with some like merch and stuff. So like, it's pretty cool. Any of you guys listen to that Eminem album? Yep, I make music. You should check out my new song, or it's not new right now, but I have a video up. It's my newest music video. It's called One Thing, featuring True World and James Azure. You guys should check that out. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Really interested to know what you guys think of it.
Was the character itself, which while audacious and wild, it was only nominally different from Eminem's real
Mercury,
life.
why you send me so many
Personality
beats?
could shine. The jester, the self-loathing critic, the humorist, the
24
guy who
hours.
fantasizes about murder. Most of all,
Just go to
the
my
guy
page,
who's
like click on my
truly
name
been through a lot,
on
despite
YouTube.
often
You
coming
can
off as
you
the
can
kid trapped in an adult's
type in
life.
Ace
Eminem
Mirrorman.
was
That's my
truly true to his
that's my
real-life experience, but
artist
even
name. You
beyond
can
that,
type that in
people
on
found
Google
themselves
and get all my
drawn to the
music.
energy of
Spotify,
music, no
that's
matter
where all
if
my
you
music
related to
is.
him or not. The character
My
was
music
just
videos are
that
right here
crazy.
on my page. Or I'll type my name in for you guys. Can I? Let's see. Just don't give a fuck.
But it remained
How the
clear
hell?
that Slim Shady was an exaggerated
What's up? What's
persona,
up?
not Eminem's true self. All of the cartoonishly gross violence, the sex jokes, the nasty comments, the swearing. It obviously wasn't meant to be taken serious.
What the heck?
But at the same
All
time,
right.
strangely enough, a lot of the details.
Drake
in the
or
Slim
Kendrick?
Shady
Kendrick,
are
of course.
100%
I like both of them,
autobiographical.
you know.
This lyric from the song "My Name Is."
You know what's
might be
funny?
shocking at first, but it's also
Skip,
sad
I guess your name is
reality of
Skills?
Eminem's life.
Bro, my sister and her girlfriend we went to Florida for we went to Miami. Yeah, Miami, Florida for a vacation. And my beard was longer and everybody kept telling me I look like Jesus. I was like, what the hell? What do you mean I look like Jesus? All right. But I choose Drake, and I'm from Detroit, Michigan. But right now I'm in Lansing, so yeah.
With a few more left to tell you about its exclusive blend of ingredients, how its dermatologist
All right.
tests safe for sensitive skin.
We're gonna check out a beat, guys.
Fragrance-free. What more can I say?
Where's my remote? Oh, there it is.
So many choices on Booking.com. There are so
This producer named Mercury hit me up, gave me a ton of beats through my email. So now we're gonna check out a few. See what the heck? No. We need it to come through the speakers. I'm from Detroit. Detroit, Michigan, USA. That's where I'm from. Connecting. Why won't it connect? Oh, my phone is connected. That's right. Turn the Bluetooth off. What's going on? Nice. All right. First beat that I'm about to play is called 24 Hours. Let's check it out. You guys, if you like it, put a thumbs up. If you don't like it, put a thumbs down. We can skip to the next one.
Say goodbye to someone that you really love, that you can't have.
All right, come on. What the heck?
Tell me how you say goodbye to someone that you really love, that you can't have.
No.
'Cause they know.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you all the way from India. Like that? Yeah, this one is pretty dope. I might have to connect with him real quick and get this. I like that. I really like that one. So that's definitely on the list. That one was called 24 Hours. Let's see what this one does. Nope, I don't have a wife. Yeah, this one hot. These two beats I just heard is sweet. I own so many beats. Yeah, we could be friends. Like my videos, comment, share them to your friends, and let's be friends. No, I didn't make this, but I got a lot of music videos on my page that I did make. If you want to hear some of my songs, you You can go on Spotify, go on Apple Music. My rap name is Ace Mirrorman. These are just beats that producers send me. But maybe later on I'll let you hear some of my like unreleased work. I got some unreleased work on here. Yeah, that one was really heartfelt. Like I really liked that one. Wasn't better than the first two, but it definitely had a nice little rhythm, nice little bounce. This next one is called Closed. That was dope. Really like that one too. Man, Mercury coming with the heat. Coming with the heat this morning. Let's see what the coldest is. Nice. Hello, hello. You want to hear one of my songs? You know what? Since you asked, I think I'll let you hear one of my unreleased songs. I literally just 2 days ago, I just finished it. It's not like super finished. It needs one more mix by my really dope engineer, but I feel like I really want to let you hear it, so I'm gonna let you hear it. It's called "Don't Take Your Love Away" and it's featuring another artist from Michigan, and her name is Zisa. Where is it at? Appointment QL. Let me know. Are you ready? Are you ready to hear this song? It's a dope song. I love it. Nope, I'm not familiar with that. Not familiar with that at all. Alright, where was I at? Coolest districts. Like that. I don't know what you're talking about. Ignoring what?
A lot of things.
I don't know what you're talking about. Thanks for ignoring it. What does that mean? Ignoring what? Next track called Every Day. You want me to play I don't even have any Justin Bieber in my computer. You're gonna have to look that one up on your own and play that. Right now, no, not at all. You want to know my age? I am 37. I know I don't look 37, but that's the reality of it. I'm 37 in Earth years. I'm like 90,000 years old in spiritual age, but I know I look like I'm like in my early 20s or something. You know, actually, I probably look my age because I have the beard right now, but when I cut it low, I'm always getting asked to card. I'm like, man, I got gray hair in my beard. You're still asking for my ID? I'm a hip-hop artist. I make music. And I consult people about spiritual growth. So I'm kind of like a counselor as well. Spiritual teacher, healer. Also, I'm an artist. Hip-hop, R&B, soul. I do a lot. Wonderful life. I can't complain at all. I love my life. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to spread light and be here for anybody who needs like some, you know, cheering up, because life's awesome. That was Every Day. Facade. Let's see what this is. My girlfriend. What do you mean? I appreciate you. Thank you. I got a lot of dope music videos and dope music to come and behind the scenes footage and all types of stuff. So have fun. It's a lot to digest in my videos. Really nice. I really like that too. That was fire. Next one is called Training Day, and for anybody who just joins on the after the live and everything, basically all the beats that are being played during this live stream are from Mercury Beats. He's a producer. Sent me a ton of beats, so now we're just kind of like going through seeing what's hot. The first two have been the hottest beats so far, so Monday. Tweaking. That was nice. That was nice. So far, everything Mercury has been like top notch. Oh shit, dope, dope. Which song did you listen to? I hope it was One Thing. I hope it was One Thing. That's the one. Let me know what's the name of the song that you heard. Taking Untold. Dope. Sundown. So there's a new character coming to Mortal Kombat? What?
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other people.
The cape? The powers? It's like you stepped out of a comic. And you look like you should have fucking stayed hidden.
Fake. Fake. That's fake. Fake, 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 fake. Should have known that video was fake. Alright, alright, alright. Alrighty, I thought that Mortal Kombat video was real, but it's not. So, looks like we're going back to the emails. Running. Let's see what this sound like. Woo. That was dope. That was dope. What's next? What's next? Damn, he sent me a lot of beats. Yikes.
Macarena's bad, oh.
Yo, I don't know if y'all been looking at my face as I'm listening to this beat, but I'm sitting here watching the Alien Romulus trailer. Man, that shit is so wild. Love it, love it. I can't wait to see this movie. Oh look, it's Buffalo Stew. I love seeing this man's little teeth in the morning. New tradition. Hey man, I'm glad to have you, man. These teeth aren't growing. They are staying exactly the way they are. So however you view them, that's what they are, bro. Alright, that beat was hard. Like I definitely will want that one too. So let's put that one on the list as well. So far we got 3 beats on the list. That's dope. That was tight. Real ones. The pressure is on. The pressure is on.
Macarena's bad, oh.
That one was okay. That one was okay. Prove it. That was hard. Super hard. Prove it. Loved that one. Loved it. Oof. That beat was crazy. paradise. Pistachios. All right, guys. I'm about to take this over to Instagram for a little bit. Hope to see you there. But if not, I'll be back in a few. Subscribe. Maybe you'll get turn the notifications on, so when I do pop up, you'll know. But like, I'll check you later.